And the much-anticipated court case seeking to settle the leadership dispute within one of South Africa's biggest churches, the International Pentecostal Holiness Church, is set to continue in the High Court in Pretoria. Our reporter, Zola Sholwana, is there for us. Zola, good morning to you. A 7-year-long battle. What will it take to solve this issue?
Well, it's been a long battle, Xoli. I spoke to the spokesperson earlier on saying that at some point the church had to be involved. As you can see, the people right behind me, there are hundreds of people who are here to support their leader, saying that, listen, at this point, they are willing to stand with him. Earlier on, I spoke to Michelle, telling her that the other two brothers have withdrawn from the case. Now, when I spoke to the spokesperson about that, he then said that will actually mean, the question was, will that mean that the case will collapse? And I think he's the right person to respond to that. So thank you very much for your time. Now, the two Modise brothers have decided to withdraw from this case because they're saying they are the legitimate successors, as they are Mr. Modise's biological children. Where does the case stand now?
Look, they were supposed to be here, or they are supposed to be here to argue and ventilate that in court, so that the judge at the end of the day issue an order and a judgment based on the application that they have filed, both of them respectively, that they are the comforters of the church. We are here, what has become now known as the IPHC succession battle is set out for 4 weeks starting from today. For them to have that claim of the leadership of the church, they have to ventilate that in court. That's why we are here. So for them to have then withdrawn, it means that they are chickening out. Probably they're feeling that they're going to be embarrassed, or they have no evidence whatsoever. This is the IPHC, is the church that you know as IPHC. The members that you see here, there's no any other church other than the members that you see here. So for the next 4 weeks, if really they are putting a claim into this, they need to be here and argue the case.
Now, let's come to the issue of Mr. Ndala. The family then said if he says he is, the rightful successor of the church, then when is he taking a DNA test publicly to prove that he is the late comforter's Mr. M.G. Modise's son?
Look, firstly, this is not a family church. We have evidence. That is what I'm saying. If they come to court, we will ventilate in court. We will show evidence that the two predecessors never even inclined that this is a family church. They've pronounced that this is not a Modise church, this is not a family church. So it has got nothing to do with lineage. Therefore, the issue of DNA has got nothing to do with this. The DNA, in actual fact, I will share with you after this interview a judgment related to DNA. In actual fact, out of that judgment, it was dismissed with cost because the family brought it using the two former executors. So that case was dismissed, and the judge himself said there's no need for the respondent, which is our father, to undergo a paternity test, right? Because our father renounced his claim to the estate. He never said, I want anything out of the estate. He said, I don't want anything. The judge said that. The judge said there's no need for the respondent to undergo a paternity. It's not our father that said, I don't want to go for a paternity test. There's an order which I'm going to share with you. You read it thoroughly, and so that this issue of DNA, it does go away in terms of you following it or asking questions about it.
Thank you very much for your time. So now, Xoli, the issue of DNA has been a problem, or rather has been something that has been talked about, in the church, saying that the rightful successor should be someone that is of Modise blood. And when you go to the headquarters of this church in Zubagom, you get, people saying our successor is Mr. Leonard Modise, but these ones that have gathered here.
All right, Zola Sholwana, thank you very much. That's Zola there covering that case for us, a long-standing one. Hopefully, the courts will be the final arbiters.